the Destiny Expansion Pack 1 has been named the Curse of Osiris, meaning that the first DLC will certainly have a lot to do with the role scholar Osiris. The description of the DLC tells us that we will be finding Osiris and travelling through time and space, as he likely does. We know that this is in keeping with his behaviours, considering he has been dedicated to studying the mysteries of the universe. What it also tells us is that Ikora was his greatest student. So once he was the Vanguard commander, and now his student Ikora is, and the DLC will show us some insight into these two characters. As soon as I saw the Eye of Osiris pasted across the DLC pass for Destiny 2, I was certain we were going to see the return of the rogue Osiris. In Destiny 2, we receive a couple of hints in-game that Osiris is still alive. In the adventure Deep Conversation, a user in the Vex network called Osiris makes contact with us through our ghost and sends his regards. When we are attacking the Pyramidion, Ikora picks up a number of transmissions, who she believes to be from Osiris, but dismisses this as impossible. His return then seems all but inevitable, considering all these seeds in the story of Destiny 2, alongside the fact that his eye, his symbol, is pictured on the DLC pass. But who is Osiris? For those who don't know, Osiris is obviously the namesake of the Trials of Osiris. These trials were meant to test the very limits of Guardian potential, and this is in keeping with the behaviour of this rogue scholar. He was a veteran of the Battle of Six Fronts. His ability to be everywhere at once on the battlefield led to the recommendation that he take up the post of Vanguard Commander, so he was once in the position that Ikora now finds herself in. But Osiris was obsessed with studying the darkness and our enemies, reportedly becoming obsessed with the Vex in particular. According to his Destiny 1 Grimoire card, his obsessions and quest for knowledge diverted valuable resources away from the city and the traveller. It implies that he became a cult of personalities, a charismatic leader, no doubt forming the basis for the cult of his disciples, like Brother Vance, who would try to recruit the strongest guardians through the trials of Osiris. The grimoire also implies that this interest in the Vex is what would lead Kabir and the fire team to raid the Vault of Glass, an endeavour which would ultimately end in failure. Osiris was clearly very charismatic and inspired devout, maybe even fanatical followers. Through these followers, there are rumours that Osiris exists in another plane of existence, that he is dead and alive at the same time. He is clearly a man of mystery and myth, but what we can see from Destiny 2 is that the myth is actually alive. He is still in our world. His study of the Vex has obviously been rewarded to a degree, as it has given him mastery over the network to the point where he is seen as a user and can manipulate it to some degree. His obsession with the dark and seeing how far Guardian's lights could be tested led him to be exiled from the city. But the exiled warlock is clearly on the horizon, and I suspect that when DLC drops, we shall see the return of the rogue warlock of legend.